Alright. I will fix the ropes through the sheer force of my amazing personality. Or I'll go over here and do it. Secure the rigging. Righty. The rigging has been secured. What else? You got more? Over here. Secure the rigging over here. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, the rigging's come off. This is heart pounding. What the hell just happened? I hope the rigging doesn't come off any other place.
Loose the sails! Take them! You take the foremast! James! To the mainmast with you!
The foremast. Thank God there's a, What the hell did he just do? What the hell was that? I lost all this health. He shot himself halfway up to the moon. Hell, man. He's doing some weird stuff. Alright. This is where I gotta sink. Oh no, wait, that's later in the game. Oh, of course you get struck by lightning. Of course. No! I don't want to lose the only might-be black man. Rescue James in the time given. I'll do what I can. Yes, Superman leap to rescue him.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
What is out there? Is that the Black Pearl? Day 72. I guess we got away from them or something. Thought we were gonna get to fight them. I thought we were gonna get to use the cannons. What does he got in his hands? What are those? Are they Twix bars? Doggy treats? Alright, rescue James. I did it. I did the optional stuff. I'm amazing. So I gotta go up. No, I can't go up. It's in here. Boston. So I gotta go up here. Okay. Get to talk to Mustachio Man. Who is this?
Make ready for our arrival, men.
Arrival?
Alright, we're actually there.
I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Alright, I'll try not to catapult myself 30 feet in the air and hurt myself. Alright, up we go. Guess this wasn't the part of the ship that was hit by lightning. Well, the good news is we've made it to land. The bad news is it's China. Journey to the New World. I don't really need to view my progress. I hope I get to play with this guy for another 3 hours. Yeah. Running. See what this place looks like. So we're in Boston, 1754. Sequence 2. So we're finally getting to the open world aspects, I guess.
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
Oh, we gotta read about Charles Lee. Stan Lee's ancestor. Charles Lee was a British soldier who went on to be a major figure in the Revolutionary War. Lee's father was colonel in the British Army and started his son off in a military career early. He was sent to a military academy in Switzerland during his formative years, and then in 1746 Lee became an ensign to his father's regiment. Lee was sent to colonies in 1755 to fight in the French and Indian War. He served under Edward Braddock, and then later at Fort Ticonderoga, where he was injured in fighting. Lee recovered, and later fought at Fort Niagara. I'd always thought there were a lot of fort fights fought. Okay. He finished his time in the colonies with the British conquest of Montreal. Lee returned to England in 1760, possibly because he was seeking career advancement. He was named a major in 1761 and was sent to fight the Spanish in Portugal. Though his service record there was good, Lee didn't receive praise on his return home. In fact, he was retired from the army at half pay. After that, Lee became a vocal critic of military higher-ups and the British Prime Minister, and found his military career had, inexplicably, completely stalled. Mr. Charles Lee. Another fascinating character. My mind is stimulated beyond...
One and the same.
Beyond reckoning.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye.
Is there a red dot over there?
He's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Oh, dropping fruit. Oh, look, a thief! I'm gonna stop him! I'm gonna stop the thief! Time to stop him!
Quite a lively city.
What the hell? Stop the thief! The hell, he just dropped it and he stopped. Can't do anything, you could stop the thief. Okay, whatever.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might see.
Hold a moment. I need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Whoa. Use to bring up the world map. Alright, what is the world map? All icons, filters. Okay, we can't see anything yet because we haven't gotten to a high place. Synchronize, of course. Find a general store. Well, I guess it's on the map. The graphics are pretty good, though. At least, you know, a little bit jump up from Revelations as far as I recall. Up, database, Crown Coffee House. We got to read about the coffee house. The name of this place is somewhat misleading. It's like this coffee house sold more wine than coffee, and this coffee was only just becoming popular. I know it's hard to imagine a time when people didn't enjoy their morning cup, but there you are. If we go by the number of bottles they had in stock, this was one of the busiest taverns in Boston. Likely because of its location. If you were arriving in Boston by ship in the 1700s, let's face it, you didn't fly in. This would have been the first tavern you saw. Since taverns were great places to get information, you might as well have stopped here for a drink and the latest news. We'll become the coffee prince. Oh, there's dogs. Dogs are barking at me. Can I kick it? Oh, it's rolling over. Pet the animal. Yes, pet the rabiesed animal. Pet him some more. We get an achievement for petting the dog 100 times in a row. Dun, dun, dun. Some woodwork going on, very good. Oh, here's a bale of hay. Watch, dude. I bet you we get a trophy for jumping into the hay. Bet you the first time. Where's this? I'm gonna do it. Boom! Alright, we don't. Just get to our objective here. Is the man? Is this it? Play a game? What kind of game is this? What game is this? Six Men's Morris? Is that the other game we didn't play before? Well, we're not going to play it now. I got a general store to get to.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
Hey, this guy looks familiar. Who is this?
Troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've
Benjamin
managed to
Franklin or
restore what's
something?
mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin. Pleased to meet you.
I knew it was Benji.
Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward
Oh,
you.
great. It's the feathers
Look,
all
I'm
over
not sure
again.
if I've-
It's all right. If you have the time, hurrah. If not, no harm done. The thing
It's
is
just for a
useless in its
trophy
current
anyway.
state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
Almanacs. What? Oh, there's only 4 pages, or for volume 1 though, I guess, huh? Oh, we got to read about Benji Frank. Benjamin Franklin was a renowned inventor, diplomat, and one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. He was a rock star of the age. Benjamin Franklin was born in Boston in 1706 and the 10th son of a soap maker. 10 sons. I guess his parents couldn't afford a television. Also, there was no television and no contraception. He began working for his brother in 1718 as an apprentice printer. However, their relationship was rocky, particularly after the elder Franklin found out that the young Benjamin had been writing for the paper under a pseudonym, Silence Dogwood, and writing an extremely popular column at that. The human nature being what it is, the fact that the column was popular was probably the bigger problem. Benjamin ran away in 1723 and headed for Philadelphia, where he continued his career in printing and writing, eventually buying the Pennsylvania Gazette. The business, I mean, not just the copy. It would have been one of his lesser achievements. That would have been one of his lesser achievements. He stayed in Philadelphia for most of his life, that is, when he wasn't making extended trips to Europe. Franklin had talent for persuasion, and that made him an ideal diplomat. In 1757, he went to London to represent Pennsylvania in an ongoing legal battle with the Penn family. It was his first several extended political trips to Britain. He would act as the state representative for Massachusetts, Georgia, and New Jersey as well. In fact, Franklin was in Europe for most of the Revolution, though he was in the colonies to help with the writing of the Declaration of Independence. Franklin was a vocal opponent of the British impositions on the colonies like the Stamp Act, And although he first fought for the rights of the colonists as British citizens, he eventually became convinced, like many of the founding fathers, that independence was the only real solution. Unfortunately, Franklin's change of heart made him clash with his son, William, who served as the royal governor of New Jersey. William remained as an active loyalist. The father and son never spoke again. When he wasn't founding a new nation and destroying his family in the process, Franklin was a scientist, inventing things like bifocals and more efficient wood stoves when he wasn't mapping the Gulf Stream and discovering how electricity worked. What have you done today? Made yourself a microwave meal and sat about in your underwear? Oh, well done, you. Why is the game chastising you? It's because that British dick is writing this. That's what it is. He was also quite the lady killer. Jesus, this guy, carrying on several friendships with women while he was in Europe. The records don't say what exactly they saw in him, certainly not his looks, maybe women like a man who's intelligent. If this was true, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in Portugal surrounded by them, and you'd be looking at a blank screen. Alright. Alrighty then, there's the general store. Guess we're just gonna go there now. Into the store. Buy a sword and a pistol.
Mein Herr would like.
Alrighty, you don't have any items to sell. Normal weapons. We got a normal sword. None of this will matter though, because we're only going to play this character for a couple of hours. Okay. This blade useful to settle matters quickly and effectively. Confirm. Okay, we got our sword. Now we need our firearm. The flintlock pistol. It's better accuracy at short range and thus less powerful than the musket. However, it's more comfortable. Blah, blah, blah. We're getting it. Alrighty. Now we're gonna have to be taught how to use the pistol. Follow Lee to the Green Dragon on horseback. Okay. The Green Dragon, Bruce Lee, is in the game. Wait, there's a letter thing here. What does this mean? What does this mean? There's a letter mission. I gotta see what this is.
Thank you.
Deliver the letters in Boston. What is this? Oh my god, more reading. Since the American Revolution happened in the dark days before there was an internet, and even before telephones, organizing colonial opposition to the British was a little tricky. I don't want to make you cry, but these clowns didn't even have dial-up. The solution was to send out riders bearing letters to inform colonists in other areas what was going on. These became known as committees of correspondence. Correspondence being a fancy name for letters. If you did not know this, I'm amazed you haven't even read this far. Actually, I'm amazed you even can read this far. Samuel Adams. Is that the beer guy? Created one of the first committees of correspondence in Boston in 1772. In particular, he wanted to keep people outside of Boston informed about town meetings, so the governor couldn't invite only his friends to the meetings. That would be less of a meeting, more of a dinner party. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Adams' committee worked so well that everyone started doing it. Eventually, all the colonies had their own committees, focused on presenting a united front against British-imposed taxes and supporting boycotts of British goods. Really, Adams should have patented the idea. He could have made a fortune. Alright. Alright, deliver the letters in Boston. I guess I don't have to do it right now, though. Guess I can do it all along the way, eh? Mount the horse.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern.
This horse has interesting
The
markings.
proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not cry.
Oh, there they
Have
are,
you been
running
told
over
why it is
horses.
I've come-
What is this? There's more to the Animus database. Funnel hole. Don't let the French spelling... I don't know how to pronounce that. Confused. The name of this building is pronounced Faneuil. Oh, thank you. Faneuil. Not Fanal. Faneuil. Getting it wrong is a good way to indicate you're not from around here, but it's also a great way to proving you're not French, which in experience is a real boon. Also, if you want to pass as a local, you should take a good look at the weather vane. It's a Boston landmark. Legend has it that in the War of 1812, suspected spies were asked what was on top of the Faneuil Hall. Only a true local would be able to say it was a grasshopper. The building was named after Peter Faneuil. A local merchant who paid to build it. It was meant as a place for local farmers to sell their goods and their carts. Could be stopped crowding the streets, and so you wouldn't have to walk near farmers. However, it's a meeting hall, second floor, which gives the building its nickname, the Cradle of Liberty. That's rather ostentatious, and dare I say, American as a nickname, but it's not inaccurate. People met here to protest the Stamp Act. The first anti-tea tax meetings were also held here. Anti-British meetings occasionally drew crowds so large the building couldn't even hold them, at which point they went to the Old South Meeting Hall. During the Siege of Boston, the meeting hall here was made into a theater. Since plays of any kind were banned in Boston under the ordinary circumstances, something I think should still be law, actually. This is yet another example of the British loyalists sticking it to the rebels. Okay, stick it to them rebels.
Boston.
Okay.
Master Birch said I should know only as much
Run
as
over
you
people with
saw
his
fit to
horses.
share. He sent
Run
me a
them
list
right
of
over.
names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Oh man, Animus, there's markets. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm sorry. It's great. You know what their markets are. Tutorials are the only thing that matters.
For us at the Green Dragon.
How well
Real.
do you know them?
Not well, but he saw the orders marked and.
Oh wait, there's a letter stuff over here. I'm supposed to deliver this. I gotta dismount for a second. I want to interact with this man. Alright, delivered one letter. Delivered one letter at least. And my horse is stuck on the side of the building. The frickin' horse off the... The horse is stuck. We're stuck on the side of the building. This isn't good. Horsey? Horsey? Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's get over this guy before we lose
Prove
sync.
yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more.
No, I didn't want to rear. Oh boy. Oh, still some lovely pop-in. Green Dragon Tavern. Maybe we'll read about this since it's got a cool name. The tavern is sometimes called the headquarters of the revolution. I imagine when it is, they pronounce it headquarters of the revolution. Because the overthrowing government in a pub is thirsty work. Oh, drunks. It was a popular place for people like Paul Revere and Samuel Adams to sit with their friends and plot. Up until 1784, it was owned by William Douglas. When he died, his property was left to his daughter, Catherine Kerr. Blah, blah, blah. The Freemasons bought the tavern in 1768, renamed it the Freemasons' Arms, who didn't actually stick because the sign of the door was still Green Dragon. Freemasons, a secret society everyone knows about. Let's get a pub where we can meet in complete secret and no one will ever know. Brilliant. What shall we call it? How about the Freemasons' Arms? Says the Paul Revere's ride was planned here, but that's unlikely. 1774, Revere had been warned that the British were listening in on his meetings and had therefore stopped making super secret plans in public where anyone could hear them. Someone tell the Masons, you know where to find them. Alright. Alright. Wow, it's teleporting me again. What the hell happened? Dismount. Full synchro. Open this door. New weapons available.
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
This
We've
woman's
already
face.
let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Such large
Masters
cheeks.
Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
Privacy. Yes, privacy. Need plenty of privacy. We don't want controversy happening here. What does that be? Is it just a door? Anyway, let's go up. William Johnson. I gotta read about him. William Johnson was a land speculator and Britain's principal treaty negotiator with the indigenous peoples in the northern part of the colonies, particularly the Iroquois. Iroquois, however you pronounce it. Johnson was born in Ireland, but moved to the colony in 1738 to look after his uncle's property in the Mohawk River. However, it wasn't long before Johnson branched out his business for home, acquiring property on the opposite side of the river and setting up a sawmill and trading post, which he named Mount Johnson, which to me always sounds like mating instruction from a caveman. Oh boy. In 1743, he moved to an even larger parcel of land, which he named Fort Johnson. He may have been an excellent businessman, but it's possible he lacked imagination. Johnson befriended indigenous peoples in the area, particularly the Kanakuk, whose language he learned. His respect for their customs helped him rise in prominence as a liaison between the Iroquois people and the British government. Johnson was named Superintendent of Indian Affairs in 1756. As a contact who knows the land and its people, he's probably the best you'll find. Do we actually get to see some real Indians soon? I want to see some red men.
Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find it.
This guy's
I'll see
obviously
if
not
I
really
can't speed
Irish.
things up.
The voice
Heard
actor.
rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
This is a terrible Irish accent.
Charles?
Sir,
We'd best be off.
of course.
Well, at least the things go by quickly, man. They certainly don't spend time elaborating. Can you talk to him more? Talk to this fake Irishman some more?
Tell me about yourself, William.
What's to tell? I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learnt early in life severely limited my opportunities. So I converted to Protestantism.
Oh
and
boy,
journeyed
they
here at
must
the behest
hate
of my
him.
uncle. But I fear my uncle Peter was not the swiftest of men. He sought to open trade with the Kanyen'kehá:ka. but
Oh my,
chose
that's
to
how you
build
say
his
it?
settlements away from the
Kanyen'kehá:ka.
trade routes instead of on them. I tried to reason with the man, but as I said, not the swiftest. So I took what little money I'd earned and bought my own little plot of land. I built a home, a farm, a store, and a mill. Humble beginnings, but well situated, which made all the difference.
So this is how you came to know the Mohawk?
Indeed, and it has proved a valuable relationship.
But still no mention from your contacts of the precursor site? No hidden temple or ancient constructs?
Yes and no. Which is to say, they have their fair share of sacred sites. Earthen mounds, forest clearings, hidden caves, but nothing matching what you describe. No strange metals.
I said they don't go into elaborating very much, and this guy talks on forever.
It is well hidden.
Even to them, it seems. But cheer up, my friend. You'll have your precursor treasure. I swear it.
To our success, then.
And soon.
Alrighty. What do you can you keep talking to
Should
him?
not be much longer. I'll let you know as soon as I have something.
Do you know anything yet?
I hope you're right, Hatham.
Anything
I
yet?
should return to my studies.
No. Now he stops talking. It's like, shut up, Hatham. Shut your mouth. Alright, I leave here then. I can finally finish delivering my letters. That's a real important thing. Why can't I walk quickly in this? Wait a second. Is this up here? What's up here? No, I guess it's the door downstairs. It's the door downstairs. Let's avoid this very ugly woman. Her face looks like Popeye or something. Alrighty. And out we go. Into the wide world of America. Where are we now? Or is that corn? This is what I've been waiting my whole life to see. It's corn. I didn't get to deliver the letters like I wanted to. Whoa.
Fellow, he'll draw the watch.
I didn't mean to do that. I want to put it back. Sheath it. I don't know how to use the gun. I'm gonna run through the cornfields. Run through the corn! Alright. Who's this dude at? Sequence 2. Alright, well, I guess we'll do this next. Just the next mission.
I'm not altogether certain we can remain given the circumstances. We have some few moneys left in the inheritance.